The boy who grew up in a village understood very early that life would not be easy for him. His world was surrounded by paddy fields, narrow dirt roads, and a deep silence that arrived every evening. While other boys spent their time playing and laughing, he slowly learned about responsibility and shortage. His family was not extremely poor, but lack was always present. Conversations about whether there would be enough rice at the end of the month or whether his father would get work were normal in his home. Those conversations shaped him long before he understood their meaning. At school, he was an ordinary student. Not the best, not the worst. Teachers did not notice him much, and friends never imagined him becoming something special. But he had one habit that quietly separated him from others he observed. He watched how some people moved forward, while others stayed in the same place for years. Slowly, he began to realize that dreaming alone was not enough. Dreams demanded responsibility, and responsibility demanded discipline. As he grew older, the weight on his shoulders increased. Academic pressure, family expectations, fear about the future, all of it came together. He was trying, but the results never seemed to match his effort. Many days he felt like no matter how hard he worked, his life kept circling the same point. Others seemed to move forward effortlessly, while he struggled just to stay where he was. These thoughts slowly consumed him from inside. Hopelessness became a regular part of his life. Every morning felt the same. There was no excitement, no anticipation. He began to lose trust in himself. When he looked into the mirror, his own eyes felt unfamiliar. A quiet voice inside him kept saying that he was not capable, that he would never be enough. This was the most dangerous phase of his life, because when a person stops believing in himself, no external motivation can save him. Then came a major setback. An opportunity he had held on to with great hope slipped away, and someone else took it. On the outside, he tried to remain calm, but inside, he completely broke. This failure was not just about losing a chance. It attacked his self-respect. He started questioning everything: his effort, his decisions, even his existence. He wondered if all his struggles were meaningless. He did not find answers immediately, but slowly, a realization began to grow inside him. Life would not pause for his pain. No matter how hopeless he felt, mornings would still arrive, people would continue working, and time would keep moving forward. If he chose to stop, only he would fall further behind. This realization was quiet but powerful. That was when his mindset started to change. He understood that motivation is temporary. Some days it appears, some days it disappears. Discipline, however, is something that must be built. He began restructuring his life through small rules instead of big promises. Fixed waking times, fixed working hours, fixed study periods. The first few days were extremely difficult. His body resisted, his mind made excuses. But he pushed himself forward because he now understood that without fighting himself first, life would never change. He returned to learning. New skills, new knowledge, working on his weaknesses step by step. He was no longer trying to impress anyone. He knew this struggle belonged only to him. Many nights, exhaustion returned. Doubt knocked on his mind again, but this time there was a difference. He did not stop. Slowly, his self-confidence began to return. Not suddenly, not dramatically, but quietly. He learned that confidence is not built through words, but through action. Every small promise he kept to himself strengthened him. Every completed task reminded him that he was capable of change. Failures came again. Plans collapsed. Results disappointed him. But this time, he did not break. He started seeing failure differently. Failure meant he was trying. And those who never try never fail, but they never succeed either. Time moved forward. Years passed. He changed gradually. His thinking matured, His decisions became stronger, and his behavior grew calmer. He stopped complaining. He stopped blaming others. He accepted full responsibility for his position in life. That acceptance changed everything. One day, another opportunity appeared. This time, he approached it without blind hope. He stayed calm. He was prepared. He gave his best effort. The result did not come immediately, but something shifted. He felt it. He was finally on the right path. That belief carried him forward. Then another opportunity came, and this time he was ready. His past failures had taught him how to handle pressure and trust himself. Slowly, he reached a place where his past no longer controlled him. He was no longer trapped by where he came from. Success did not arrive suddenly. There was no dramatic moment, no applause. But one day, when he looked back, he realized how far he had come. He was no longer the village boy who doubted his worth. He was someone who could take responsibility for his life. Even now, his life is not perfect. Problems still exist. Struggles still return. But the difference is this: he is no longer afraid. He knows he has survived worse times. He knows hopelessness will come again, motivation will fade again, but discipline will always help him stand back up. This is not a story of a hero. This is the story of a village boy who refused to quit. A boy who lost belief in himself and rebuilt it. A boy who understood that success does not mean a perfect life. Success means having the courage to fight every single day. If you are listening to this story and see your own life reflected in it, remember this change is not far away. It does not require a big decision. It requires a small but difficult one. Even if you fail today, decide to try again tomorrow. Because the people who win in life are not the most talented. They are not the luckiest. They are simply the ones who never stop.